Welcome back, my wonderful nerds from across the multiverse, and this is Samuel reporting not so live for Gamers NJ. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about DC's Legends of Manana. Yes, DC's Legends of Manana, pretty much the most wackiest show in the Arrowverse and pretty much in any comic book TV series at all, like of all time. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a review for season 6, episode 5. Yeah, episode 5. So, in case you're not caught up with Legend, I suggest you go watch it. If you watch the show, if you haven't watched this episode, be careful for spoilers because this is a spoiler review. So go watch it and then come back and watch the review and all that. So with that said, let's get into the video now. So this episode was a really interesting one especially for the character development for Astra and John Constantine, and also for Sarah. And it picks like pretty much immediately right where last week or the last episode ended, where what's his name, Mick took the ship out to space to find Sarah, and the Legends are pretty much stuck with no other options rather than going to regroup at John's place. And before we got to that area, we got to see the life of Astra trying to adapt into this new world that she found herself, which is Earth. And back in Hell, she was a queen and all that, and she had the power, she had influence and all that. And back here on Earth, she could literally say it's hell on Earth because it's literally hell. She tries to live by the rules for someone that hasn't been living by the rules right from a kid and to an adolescent age. It's really, you could see that she was struggling to adjust to the life here on Earth. At one point, she felt like very useless and very powerless because she was mad because a lot of things were not the way they're supposed to, because John pretty much uses magic for everything. And there is a very funny part which I just remember that made me chuckle right now, where he said, I think the Satan said something about having a demon Wi-Fi or something like that. No, demon Wi-Fi service, go back to hell for proper connection. That was really hilarious. And that's one thing I love about the show. It's not bound by continuity or logical or something that has to make sense. It's legend. I think that's pretty much why the show works, because it doesn't make sense. It's a perfect nonsense that actually makes sense in a nonsensical kind of way, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's the point. It's not supposed to make sense. So yeah, the electricity bills or the power were going out. The water in the house was pretty much leaking, and you could literally see her frustration with pretty much everything. There was no food in the house and all, and she felt really powerless. So she I think she went to the attic to go look for resources and all, and then she saw this painting of the guy. I can't even remember his name because I can't remember his name, but if I do, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. And he was trapped in the painting. John Constantine trapped him there, and he managed to talk with Astra and convince her, like show her some little spells and all that, since her mother was a powerful witch and DNAs and all that. So the magic was sort of hereditary and all that, and yeah, she started getting the hang of some magic spells, like natural and all that, and the guy was able to convince her to swap him with John Constantine, which was I literally saw it coming because it was predictable. Like you could see the desperations in her eyes and her moves and action and everything, and John wasn't exactly being the nicest of people. He wasn't really helping out. He was just being a complete utter crappy person towards her. So I will literally understand that, okay, this was why she did that. It wasn't the fact that, okay, she just did that for just selfish reasons. I understand that. And yeah, the deal was she swapped him to John's buddy, and then he teaches her some spells and all that, and under 12 hours, and then he goes back to the painting. But you know, in superhero comic book series and movies, stuff like this never goes as planned. So he teaches her and all that, and teaches her some tricks here and there, and she got to find out that some of the things that she turned into maybe monies and golds and jewelries and all that were just pretty much temporal, and they were like illusion casting rather than transformation casting, or molecule transformation spell casting and all that. And he told her that she was sort of like too weak or too young to master the advanced level magic and all. So skip some things here and there and all that, and the legend showed up in the house and all that, and then they were sort of kind of adding more to her stress and all, and she had to transform some of them into what felt like purposefully done Disney items. She turned, I think, Nate into a cheese, Behrad into a candle, Ava to a book, and Spooner to a fork, and it was really funny. And here and there, and the guy told her that the spell requires a life force, like a living a soul to power it and all that. And there's this crappy neighbor that was sort of racist to her because of how she looked and all that, and blah 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 blah, skipping all those things. And she invited him in to take a look at this antique lamp and all that, and she wanted to do it, but you know, soft heart and all that, and she couldn't. And then she told him to, you know, go. And then the guy in John Constantine's body grabbed the necklace from her and then pulled out the guy's soul into the necklace. And after that happened, he then transformed her into a Disney princess fairy tale or whatever, and it sort of worked. So he was pretty much unstoppable. The legends tried to, you know, like fight him off and all that, but he was sort of too powerful and all, and he locked her in the attic. And then she got to talk with John, and John says, oh, there was a spell that her mother made, so on and so forth, to nullify every sorcery in the vicinity and all that. And then she does that. It was pretty much a really good scene, like in terms of animated and all that, and it was really good. She got to learn the spell and she used it against him. And I say that was sort of a smart choice to go for, because doing it that animation way would make them do a lot of things they can't do in terms of budget wise on the show. So that was a good call. So long story short, we got to find out at the end that John Constantine's magic was reduced to pretty much nothing, and now he has to start learning things from the scratch again. But the guy also did mention this cosmic source for unlimited magic or something like that, and it was hinted, or it was talked about twice in the beginning and then in the end. And if you know anything about John Constantine, he's not going to take the long route, he's going to actually take the shortcuts and all that. So he told Astra no shortcut, but in reality he is going to do that, because he was he had this look in his face that actually makes you think that he is going to do that. So yeah, it was a fun episode and all that, and yeah, we did have some serious stuff and all, which was good. I wasn't really interested in it, because I don't know, I just wanted Astra's storyline. Stereo stuff was actually good, but I don't know, it just didn't. it was okay, I guess. It was okay, I guess. So yeah, it is actually a really good episode. It was fun and all. So now for those people complaining about Legends of Tomorrow being wacky, being dumb and stupid and all that, here's the thing. Why do you watch it? If you, let's say you don't like mayonnaise, for example, I know a lot of people that don't like mayonnaise. Why keep talking crap about the mayonnaise? Don't use it. Just look for something else. Get butter, Nutella, or something else that actually goes well with you. If you feel, I don't know, Legends of Tomorrow is not a show for you, let it be and stop discriminating the show and all that. It has its own audience, and I feel that Legends of Tomorrow is not a show that you have to take seriously, because if you do, you wouldn't be able to patiently watch it, because most of the things they do there doesn't make any sense. So you're going to have to take it as a light-hearted, fun show, just a show that just doesn't have boundaries and all that. So yeah, I really did enjoy this show. It was like it is pretty much DC going all Disney. DC going all Disney. No pun intended for that one, actually. So yeah, tell me what you think about this episode. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's have a chat over there, and like this video, and if you like it, if you love it, subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more reviews like this. I'm going to be reviewing The Flash and also Superman and Lois when it's out. And also yeah, this is Samuel signing out. Peace.